At the beginning of the film, we observe Megan, who wakes up after a rough night. Having looked at Alec, the girl starts to carefully get out of bed, trying not to wake him up. Megan leaves a note to the guy with the words, "Thanks for a great night," and is about to leave the flat. However, when the girl opens the door without a code, there is a loud beeping sound. Megan goes back to bed and lies there right in her clothes, realizing that in order to leave the flat, she needs the boy to let her out. The action is transferred back to some time ago. In search of love and interesting entertainment, Megan registers on a dating site. Talking about herself, the girl informs about her medical education. Megan also mentions that her friends often call her a cute alien. The girl has recently separated from her boyfriend and is also still in an active job search. Megan writes that she's on the dating site in order to find a partner for one night. The girl in parallel fills out the questionnaire and watches TV. However, when her friend comes over, Megan quickly switches everything off and pretends that she was reading. Faiza hints to the girl that she should actively look for a job instead of reading. Megan admits that she has finally registered on a dating site. Faiza is happy for the girl, but soon she gets distracted and starts to change her clothes. The friend says that she is going with Cedric to his friend's birthday party. Faiza is sure that the birthday boy will definitely like Megan, and maybe she will finally decide to make him her first one-night stand partner. The girl agrees, however. She is not allowed into the bar without ID. In addition, Megan runs into her ex-boyfriend in the queue. Faiza tries to support the distraught girl. Together with Cedric, they advise Megan to go home and surf a dating site to find a guy for the night. The girl summons up her courage and opens one of the chats. Megan has a nice conversation with the guy and asks him to show her the flat. Alec likes the girl. Also, they both admit that they have never met people for such purposes before. It is after this that Megan goes to the guy and stays at his place for the night. The action returns to the moment when the girl, fully dressed, lies in bed. A waking Alec turns off the alarm system and then goes back to sleep. Megan doesn't give up and sets the alarm. When Alec wakes up, the girl says it's time for her to go home. He and Megan start to quarrel a bit. The guy jokes about how this is clearly not the first time Megan has stayed at a guy's house for one night. This offends the girl greatly. She insults Alec and leaves, slamming the door loudly. Megan pushes the driveway door open and realizes it's not moving. Looking outside, the girl sees that a terrible snowstorm blanketed the city. Alec, who has gone down to the laundry room, also tries to open the door, but he fails. The guy lets Megan come upstairs, and they watch the news together. It turns out that even tourists and officials can't leave their homes because of the weather. The announcer advises everyone to stay home until the storm over. In a panic, Megan calls her friend and asks her to help her. However, Faiza, who is infatuated with her boyfriend, refers to a bad connection and hangs up. Alec cooks breakfast, but he doesn't like the silence of the meal. The guy offers to forget about what happened between them at night, but Megan finds it unrealistic. To change her mind, Alec decides to start their acquaintance all over again. When the guy asks about work, Megan gets out of temper, because it is a sore subject. The girl still decides to try to get reacquainted, but asks not to ask offensive questions. The couple discusses dogs, and then Megan goes to the toilet. In one of the magazines, the girl sees a picture that offends her. Megan flushes it down the toilet, which causes a clog. The girl tries to work, however Alec disturbs her with his tennis game. When water starts leaking out of the toilet, Megan rushes in, realizing that she's the cause of the problem. Later, Alec suggests that the girl relax a little to make the day go a little better. Megan refuses at first, but then still accepts the guy's offer. After relaxing, the couple plays tennis. Megan reveals that she received her medical degree last year, but has yet to find a place to work. The girl carves garland figures with Alec and talks about her family. Her parents are still happily together, and Megan feels like a failure when she can't build an equally good relationship. The girl is sad that her life has failed romantically or career-wise. Alec also reveals that his parents are still together. In childhood, the guy was very jealous of those children whose parents were divorced. After all, they celebrated Christmas twice. Alec's work is all right. The guy works as a manager in a bank, but he doesn't feel that he particularly likes it. Soon, Megan complains that she really needs to go to the toilet. Alec knocks on the neighbor's door, but it turns out that they are away on holiday. The guy suggests Megan to get into their flat through the balcony together. However, right in front of the window, there is a problem, because it doesn't open. Megan breaks the glass, which angers the guy, because he is the one who will have to pay for it. After the girl visits the toilet, Alec arms himself with a plunger and decides to clear the clog in his bathroom. The guy finds an excerpt from the article that has Megan so upset. Later, Alec does decide to discuss what happened last night. The guy is surprised to learn that Megan was faking. The girl says that the female sex is much more sensitive, and besides, it is difficult to predict everything. Megan also believes that with guys you can't openly talk about your desires, because they may not understand it so well and react badly. Suddenly, Alec comes up with a brilliant idea. The guy says that until the snow melts, he and Megan are locked in the same flat, as if in some kind of experiment. Alec suggests they use this to their advantage. According to the guy, they can improve their night game skills. If Megan honestly tells women secrets and Alec tells men secrets, they can become the best lovers for their future partners. At first, the girl resists the idea, but then she agrees. Alec suddenly declares that guys always have a lot of complaints about their partners too. The first thing Alec says is that girls love to switch off the lights. In the guy's opinion, it's strange, because if the light is off, it doesn't matter who you are with. Alec's next complaint is that the girl undressed too quickly, as if she was at a doctor's appointment. Megan listens attentively to the guy, and then it's her turn to talk about common male mistakes. The girl starts by saying that not everyone likes different types of kissing. In addition, Megan says that a guy shouldn't constantly change pace or speed the game. Next, the girl criticizes Alec for waiting for her to undress him. Apart from that, Megan didn't like the guy's abruptness and his instant loss of interest in her after the game was over. Alec is a little upset by this abundance of comments and decides to watch the news. Megan heads off for a shower, but soon returns and suggests that they get back into the nightly games with the new information in mind. The couple briefly pauses their passionate kisses to make the bed. Megan slowly undresses, then leads the guy to complete delight. Then the couple has a great time, considering all the wishes of each other expressed earlier. In the morning, Megan wakes up the guy and offers to have breakfast. There is no food at home, and therefore Alec makes a foray into the neighbor's kitchen. During the meal, the guy asks why Megan went to medical school if she's not excited about her major. The girl is embarrassed, but then admits that she was engaged and dreamed of being a wife and mother, and chose her major just to be close to her fiancé. Megan asks the guy to bring something to drink, and decides to grab a warm jumper from the wardrobe. To her surprise, the girl discovers a lot of women's clothes inside, as well as a loving photo of Alec and Daisy. Upset, Megan is about to leave, as she is very hurt by this. Alec shows the girl Daisy's letter. It turns out that Daisy wants to leave her boyfriend, but doesn't dare to say so. One day, Alec finds a sad breakup letter addressed to him in her wardrobe. Now, Daisy flew to San Francisco, and the guy in her absence decided to console himself a little by registering on a dating site. Megan says that in this case, Alec should have broken up with the girl himself to save her and himself from unnecessary worries. The guy agrees and apologizes for making a mistake. In the meantime, the news is reporting that the snow on the streets has begun to be cleared. Megan ignores the guy's apology and goes into the bathroom, where she cries bitterly. After calming down, the girl continues to dress, realizing that she has become attached in vain to a man she has only known for one day. Alec tries to talk to Megan and convince her that he has realized everything. The guy swears that he will break up with Daisy because he only wants Megan. The girl responds by disparaging Alec, saying that he is just a nice one-night stand and nothing more. With a sad face, Megan leaves her boyfriend's flat and finds herself on a snowy street where people are trying to deal with snowdrifts on their own. The girl is determined, and so she continues to walk home, even in the deep snow. Upon reaching home, Megan sees Fiza and her boyfriend under her blanket. The girl takes her thing and goes to take a shower. Megan then goes to a dating site and deletes her account. Alec wants to text her, but realizes it's no longer possible. Also, the guy finally communicates with Daisy and admits that he found the note. Fiza, meanwhile, tells the girl that she and Cedric have decided to live in the flat without her. At the New Year's Eve celebration, Megan is arrested by the police for breaking the glass in the flat. The girl realizes that this is Alec's way of deciding to contact her. When the guy stands bail for Megan, she refuses to come out. Alec still manages to talk to the girl and apologize to her. At first, Megan doesn't want to communicate with the guy, but then she does agree to try again. The couple kiss and realize that there are many days ahead of them as they get to know each other. This is the end of the film. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like, write in the comments what you think about this film, and see you in new videos.